I'm with Grant McAree. He is Director of RoboReceptionist. So Grant, tell us, what is RoboReceptionist?
RoboReceptionist is a company that we built that covers all aspects of admin and reception support for dental practices in the UK.
And what's your relationship with Wildix?
Wildix are actually the voice. So we have an AI system that we built our own platform. We then have focus group that is the nerve, and then Wildix is actually the voice, the lips. So it's basically they support us with the text to speech.
So what are some of the things that RoboReceptionist does, and who's the target market?
Just now it's dentists. We are now moving into the GP doctor markets. The medical practitioners are now our next. We'll then move on to lawyers and then hospitality. But dentists just now is our main feed-in.
So what does RoboReceptionist do?
So RoboReception does a few things. We collect Google reviews for businesses. We have a CRM system so we can monitor the patient journey and the funneling. We have a chatbot, and we also have an AI machine. So the AI actually answers the telephone when the receptionist can't answer the telephone, or it supports them to make them more efficient. It doesn't replace receptionists, it basically supports them.
And where does focus group come in? What do they do?
So focus group is similar to a phone line. So we have our system, then the phone line, then the mouthpiece, which would be the Wildix.
Okay, and what kind of results have you found?
Well, brilliant. We've been, it's a bit of a nervous time to start with, but we've got, over the last 3 or 4 months, we've got 500 new patients for practices, which is massive really. For new patients actually to book in when you need them to be nurtured, but they managed to book in, which is brilliant. We've had 96% of our calls are actually answered by the AI, and only 4% requested to go through to a human. We've had £9 million of work given back to the practice if you look at it as a lifetime value of patients, because we would have otherwise lost the patient. So we are having tremendous results, and we're very privileged to be here.
And what's on the roadmap?
Well, GPs are Monday. We're going to be able to integrate, hopefully, with GPs on Monday. That's the general practitioners in the UK, and then obviously we'd like to expand globally. That's our aim: expanding globally and going into different industries.
And Wildix helps you in what way?
Wildix are a support network. They do the text-to-speech, but not only that, it's almost like a family that, I've got the number to the dev team in my pocket, so I can just give them a ring, and it's teamwork that we wouldn't have been able to do if we hadn't got here, because we've tried other providers, and it was the focus group, Wildix support, the three of us have managed to move as quickly as we have, and it's a credit to those other two firms as well.
And how did you come up with the idea for RoboReceptionist?
Being a dentist, I remember sitting there thinking, phones aren't being answered. I think that was the biggest crunch. When I wrote my book, I did some research, and I found that other businesses were suffering the same way. And when every business is suffering or has that same bottleneck, I just think something needs to be done, and that's how RoboReception was born.
Okay, well, thank you.